The night before, David Chege dreamt in code, lines of logic and light bending the world to his will. A Jaquet mind, bright with endless possibility. His fingers danced across a keyboard, crafting futures unseen. Until the following day, outside Parliament, he stood for a better tomorrow. But it was not his to see. The night before, Beasley Kamau was not a shadow, not a name to be whispered in sobs. He moved like rivers do, strong, relentless, sure of where he flowed. He walked into the protest with purpose. But when they found him cold on a slab, the world shivered. The earth cried out for justice. The night before, Ibrahim Kamau's future was a light. 19 summers burned with promise, with dreams of wires and circuits. He stood with thousands, his voice among many, urging justice, pleading for change. 2 bullets stole his breath, and with it a spark of Kenya's own soul. The night before, Kennedy Onyango was just a child, 12 years old, bound by innocence, a book in his hands, not protest in his heart. But violence doesn't ask questions. It swallowed him whole. 8 bullets tearing through a life not yet lived. The night before, Abdi Kadir lay beneath the stars, eyes open to a future he would never touch. At 24, the world should have been his. But the protest's fire burned him fast. He left us on July's cold breath. His body returned to the earth before he could change a country that he loved dearly. The night before, Rex Kanyike snowed soundly, one of the first to fall. His blood spilled on John's streets, a name now whispered in sorrow, a rallying cry for those who followed. His life stolen too soon, a beacon turned martyr. The night before, Evans Kerato felt the weight of the world on his shoulders. Yet, he stood firm until tear gas fell like rain, a canister striking through, turning protest into final silence. The night before, Eric Shieni had a future bright as Nairobi's skyline. A university student, degree in sight. He shared dreams with his brother in South Bay Estate. But his curtains closed too soon, and Parliament became his final witness. The night before, they all believed in something greater. A Kenya that could rise from its knees, a Nigeria watching, hearts pounding, inspired by the fire of Kenyan youth. The night before, they were more than names, more than numbers, in account of more than 200 lives lost, intertwined with Nigeria's own struggle, where hope also turned into blood and questions were made with bullets. The bullets fell and the streets turned red, from Nairobi to Lagos, from Kenya's fight to Nigeria's cries. The night before, they didn't know it was their last. Neither should it have been. But because of that night, because they stood where we could not, Kenya must awaken, Nigeria must arise. Their sacrifice ached in streets, in hearts, cannot, must not be in vain. The night before, they had dreams like you and I. They walked, they laughed, they loved, never knowing it was their last time to touch this earth, to breathe this air. It shouldn't have been the last night, but because of that night, we must ensure a bright new day for Kenya, for Nigeria. Let us remember their dreams. Let us carry their light and ensure that beyond that night, a new dawn breaks for us all. Their sacrifice carved in the bones of history cannot, must not be in vain.